Uh, so it was about uh, the procedure that you have to take when you need to uh, when you need to oh man uh, when you need when you have to take about activity with high risk level.
Okay, so the procedure you have to go through when you go
Go
or when
through.
you do an activity with a high risk.
Yes.
Okay, so what sort of procedure is it?
So it's about that you have to um, uh, tell the authorities that you do that. Then you have to start a plan of security plan, and then you have to receive the response of the authority, and then you have to make um, all the things to reduce the risk at an acceptable level, and then the authorities need to inform the population about that and receive their their well, there's funds about that, and
Like, okay, so like their opinion.
their opinion, yes, but their opinion are not mandatory if the activity has a strategic reason.
Okay, interesting. So what types of activities are we talking about here? Like
Maybe
building a
a
power
nuclear
plant?
plant, yes, power plant,
Okay,
or yes, that kind of thing.
all right, interesting. That's cool. And yeah, cool. It sounds like it could get a, but sounds really interesting at least. Mustafa, welcome to class. Mustafa, how's it going?
It's going well, teacher. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I canceled verbal loading.
Excuse me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can.
Okay.
It's a little bit quiet, but I think I can hear you pretty well.
Now, yeah, okay.
Okay, and so what did you say about verbling?
Yeah, I canceled verbal loading, verbal application. I cause my internet connection seems like it's weak today.
Okay, yeah, that definitely happens sometimes. Well, it's nice to see you though. Mustafa, how was your day?
Can you repeat your question, teacher? I missed it.
Yeah, how was your day?
Oh, my day is busy. It's busy day. Today is a busy day as always. Yeah, I just came from work and this is really busy days for me.
Okay, okay. Hopefully it was an enjoyable day, even though it was busy.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Do you have any plans for the rest of the day, Mustafa?
Joining some verbal classes, if I can.
Okay, nice. I guess that's a good plan. Um, okay, good. And Julieta, I think, were you about to say something when I interrupted you?
No, no, I would say was almost there. Not just that. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit choppy. It might be my internet. It doesn't seem to be the best at the moment. But I think so. Cesar, welcome to class. Cesar, how's it going?
Hi teacher, I'm good. It's a rainy day.
Okay, it's a rainy day. What do you like to do on rainy days?
Mm, be at home.
Okay, so you like to stay at home. Yeah, what do you do at home?
I see movies and program series in
Yeah.
on Netflix.
Okay. Cool. Do you have any favorite series or programs?
And in this moment, I am seeing Arrow and another calls Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad phenomenon. People love that show. Okay,
Yes.
cool. And Theo, welcome to class. Theo, how's it going?
Hi. Yeah, it's fine here.
Okay, cool. And that is the creepiest picture. I know I've talked to you about the picture before, but I can't get over it. Every time I see it, it's just
Hi.
ridiculous. Gives me the chills. All right, yeah. So Mateo, how's your day?
Well, I've been home all day. It's my day off today, so I thought of coming here and having some English.
Okay, nice. Well, I'm glad you're here. Perfect. And I guess let's get started with today's class. Let's have the title and the next lines.
Me?
I think I was asking Julieta. Julieta, can you
Okay,
hear me?
sorry.
Yes, now I can hear you. Math. Today we will not do any math problems. Talk about math.
Good. Okay, good. And let's go to the next page. And Julieta, can you ask Mustafa the first question?
Mustafa, do you like math? Why or why not?
I must like math. Sorry, I must like math because sorry, because it's related to my major. So as an engineer, you have to like math and you have to learn math because it's related to your work maybe and solve some problem. So I have to like math. Math.
Really nicely done. And Alexander, welcome to class. Alexander, how's it going?
It's going well.
Good to hear. All right, nice. And does anybody in class not like math? Does anybody dislike math?
I guess no.
Okay, and can you explain why not?
I don't know because we are gathered here to know more to figure
Ah,
out as much as we could. And actually, I'm an engineer. I just cannot um, dislike it.
okay, good. Um, Perfect. So you don't dislike it, so you do like it. Good. Um, all right, and Mustafa, can you ask Theo the next question?
Okay, what's your favorite or least favorite type of math? Algebra, geometry, calculus.
Mm, so my favorite will be algebra. Uh, Even though I don't like math in general, so it's the less worse.
Okay, it's the least bad,
Yeah, the least
we could
bad.
say, or it's the best of the bad. Um, there are a couple other things that we could say around that, but yeah, it's the least bad, the least unpleasant, perhaps. Good. All right, so maybe algebra. Maybe what about you, Alexander?
Actually, I like algebra and everything that is connected that has to do with calculate, count something. And I'm sorry, Joshua, I've got a question. Can I say, I'm sorry, is it correct to say I can't help loving math? Because
Is it correct? Is it
Is it
correct to say
correct
what?
to say I cannot help loving or liking math? Math,
We would probably say I can't help but to like math.
but to like. Mhm. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You could also say I can't help liking math.
Actually, yeah. Ah, okay. That's what I been asking for.
Yeah. Yeah. So that would work. I can't help liking math. I think it sounds better to say I can't help but to like math.
Mm-hmm.
I can't
All
help
right.
liking math. Yeah, it works. I'm like trying to say it in my head and it sounds a little bit odd, but it works. So yeah. Okay.
So the common way to say this is I can't help but to like math.
Yeah, I can't help but to like math.
Okay.
I can't help liking math. Yeah. Yeah, so that works. And all right, does anybody have any questions on this page?
Teacher, major is like a profession?
My major?
Yes, in the answer, yes, that word.
Okay, so it's a principal field of study. So generally we're talking about in school. In school, we have a major, which is what we study. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Um, so I must like math because it's related to my major. Yeah, it's related to my field of study. It's related to my job, would be a job. Any other questions? Okay, and let's read through these words. Cesar, can you read the words?
Vocabulary: plus, minus, times, divide by, problem, percent, numerator, denominator, fractions, decimal, calculate, exponent, exponential.
Okay, good. Really good job with exponential. Maybe exponent. Exponent.
Exponent,
Yeah, and then numerator. Numerator.
numerator,
And then divided.
divided,
Divided. So divided by. And does anybody have any questions about any of these words?
Is it times without by?
Is it times without I?
By.
Yeah, so we would just say times. So like 5 times 5 is 25.
Okay.
But 25 divided by 5 is 5. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. And yeah, Giulietta, can you make a sentence using one of these words? So I guess you can choose one.
Um, um, uh, okay. A decimal number can have infinite ciphers after the comma or the point.
Okay. Yeah. Number. Infinite. Sure, the decimal. Maybe we could say, instead of a decimal number, which sounds a little bit awkward, a number can have infinite numbers after the decimal point would sound even a little bit better, even though it repeats number. Um, yeah,
Mhm.
and so actually that line that we put over, I'm not even sure how to do it on a computer. It's like 0.09. That would be a vinculum, uh, is what it's called, which would make it infinite. So it's called a vinculum in English.
Vinculum?
Vinculum, like that. So yeah, it's just what we put over a number to make it infinite. So it's repeated forever. It's a vinculum. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. And yeah, okay. Maybe one more sentence. Mustafa, can you make a sentence using calculate?
Calculate. Calculate. Uh, some in some exams you have to calculate using your calculator. Sorry, quick exam.
To calculate using your calculator. That was good. Maybe in some problems, because
Problems,
the
yeah,
sum is like the answer. Um,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
right.
so in some sums, in some problems, you have to calculate using your calculator. Good. All right, well done.
Thank you.
And let's go on to the next page. Um, yeah, let's try this. And so, Dale, can you read the title and the directions?
Yes. So role play. Try to use the vocabulary.
Good. I'm the
Teacher.
teacher.
You are collecting math homework. You wonder if the students even knew the topic of the homework. Multiplication, division, etc.
Okay, well done. Maybe homework. Collecting math homework.
Math homework.
Math homework. Can you repeat it one more time? Math homework?
Yes, math homework.
Good. Well done. And Alexander, can you read the role of the student?
You don't have your math homework. Make excuses.
Good. Okay. And let's have Theo. Can you start out as the teacher? How'd you start this conversation?
Uh, yes, yes, so can everybody uh, put his homework on his desk so I can collect them?
Nice. Okay, so can everybody put his... This is good. Using this pronoun, we might even use the plural. So can everybody put their homework on their desks?
Yeah.
Um, so even though you're talking about potentially like a singular other, we often use there to encompass both genders, um, even if it is singular. Um, so if you're talking about like a neutered other, often there is used. You could also use you. So if you're talking directly to somebody, so can you put your homework on your desk so I can collect it? But I think addressing the whole class, this is good. So really nice job, Theo. And
Teacher,
Alexander, how would you?
teacher,
Yes.
teacher. Sorry, I have a question. I think it would be like more make sense if we say so I can check it. So, because he want to ask him a question. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, actually, so I can collect it is good too. So I can check it would work as well. Um, you are right. We would use this it. Um, put their homework on their desks so I can collect it. Yeah, collect it or check it. Either would work. It doesn't really matter.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay, and yeah, where are we? Alexander, can you respond?
Yes, I'm sorry, Mr. Teacher, but I'm afraid I forgot my homework because I really did my homework, but to, today I was in a hurry and actually I just forgot it and I don't know. I promise I'll bring it to you tomorrow if you don't mind.
Nice. I'll bring it to you tomorrow if you don't mind. Well done. And let's have Cesar. How'd you respond?
I can't. Sorry, I can't do anything. The homework was for today. You are going to get a 0.
Okay, good. You're gonna get a 0. Um, yeah, can you repeat 0?
0.
Yeah, 0. Uh, sorry, I can't do anything. The homework was for today. Yeah, that was really well done. And let's have Julieta. How'd you respond?
I swear I did it. My answers were similar to Mustafa answers.
My answers were similar to what?
Mustafa answers.
I'm not sure what you mean. To staff answers?
Mustafa.
Ah, Mustafa's
Yes.
answers. Okay. Nice. Okay, well done. And Mustafa, how'd you respond?
Okay, okay, no problem. I would ask you some, I will ask you some questions to make sure that you understood, or understand, I don't know, the subject.
Good. Yeah. Really well done. And Deo, how'd you respond?
Uh, so make sure I understand. Yes, I can mm, uh, do the homework again now. So because I remember exactly what I wrote in my homework. So we can check it out to it all together.
Nice. Okay, good. We can check it all together. And Deo, or actually, so Alexander, how'd you respond?
Um, just a sec. So okay, then I'll ask you the question about your homework. Can you tell me what was the last respond? I'm sorry, um, the last no, the last answer. No, just
Ask
but
a straight math problem. So I don't want you to try to formulate a math problem and just ask that. Try something simple though.
okay. What was the last answer in your task?
Okay. What was the last answer on your homework?
On your homework. homework.
Yeah, and that would work. That'd be tricky. Jose, oh, no, he's gone. So, Cesar, how would you answer?
I remember so well was 3/4.
Okay, so it was 3/4? Yeah, that would work. You could also say 3/4. 3/4. As far as like a math answer, 3/4 would sound like more of the right answer instead of like 3/4 of a pie. So if you're talking about stuff in real life, we could use 3/4. But the last answer was 3/4.
Okay.
But yeah, really well done. All right, and Julieta, how'd you respond?
Okay, now you can go to the board and write that equation. That equation.
Nice. Okay.
2 plus, I don't know, 2 plus 10 over 5 equal to 10 over 5 equal? Okay.
Yeah. And let's see if I can. 10 over 5 equals. Nice. And good. Mustafa, how would you answer? Sorry, Mustafa, do you think you could answer that equation? All right, maybe Theo. What about you? Do you think you could
Sorry,
answer?
sorry,
Oh,
teacher. You asked me?
yeah. So
I
Julieta's.
yeah. I missed the connection. My connection is weak. Okay. Now you can go to the board and write the equation. 2 plus 10 equal 5. Okay. Okay, 4. So okay. Uh, okay, teacher. The answer is 4.
Okay, good. And Theo, how would you respond? Theo, are you there? Okay, maybe
Can you
Alexander,
hear
are
me
you there?
now?
I
Can
can
you hear
hear
me
you
now?
now. Yeah.
Okay, I had a problem with my microphone. Yes, so well done. That's the right answer.
Yeah. Yeah, good. And maybe Alexander, what would you ask next?
So then it's not big deal, and I'll bring you my homework tomorrow, and you will uh, uh, you will put me the great mark for that.
And you'll
Put,
give
give
me
me, give me.
a grade for it. Um, yeah. So then it's no big deal. I'll bring you my homework tomorrow, and you'll give me a grade for it. Yeah. Can you repeat that one more time, Alexander?
Yeah. So then it's not big deal. It's not. It's no big deal. I'll bring you my homework tomorrow, and you will give me a grade for it. A
Nice.
grade for it.
And Cesar? Yeah, a grade for it. And Cesar, how would you respond?
Uh, it's okay. You just proved that you did your homework. Break it's me tomorrow.
Okay, we need to change that a little bit. How would you change that?
Mm, you can come with your homework tomorrow?
So we need a preposition here. Does anybody have any idea of what prepositions we're missing?
2.
Yes. Can you repeat that one more time?
Bring it to me.
Yeah, bring it to me tomorrow.
Okay.
Good. Okay, and does anybody have any questions on this role play? Any questions here?
Uh, what is the meaning of A grade for it? You will give me a A grade for it.
Good question. Alexander, do you think you can answer?
I'm sorry. What?
So what does give me a grade for it mean?
It is the best. It is the best grade for your homework for your.
Ooh, not quite. Um, so just give me a grade in general is give me credit for doing something instead of a 0, which is no credit. So give me a grade is just give me credit. If you say give me an A for it, that would be give me the best grade.
Ah,
Guys? Okay, and Cesar, do you understand that?
Yes, sir, teacher Joshua.
Okay, good. And any other questions?
Great and mark is the same.
Yeah, generally in the United States we'd say grade. I think mark might be a little bit more British English standard, but you would understand it for sure in the United States. So a mark, yeah, but grade is more common. Any other questions? Okay, and let's go on to the next page. We could read this. Let's have Julieta, can you read the role of Calvin? And Theo, can you read the role of the tiger?
You know, I don't think math is a science. I think it's a religion.
A religion?
Yeah, all these equations are like miracles. You take two numbers and when you add them, they magically become one new number. No one can say how it happens. You either believe it or you don't. This whole book is full of things that have to be accepted on faith. It's a religion.
And in the public school, no less, call a lawyer.
As a math atheist, I should be excused from this.
Nice, good job. Yeah, so you did a really, really fantastic job with your response here. Yeah, all these equations are like miracles. That was perfect. Your intonation was spot on. Really, really good job. A couple small things. Atheist.
Atheist.
Yeah, and then magically.
Magically.
And then I think we had Theo, and in the public schools, no less. And in the public schools, no less. Lawyer. Can you repeat that?
Uh, the public school, no less, call a lawyer.
Yeah, nice job. Okay. And does anybody have any questions about what's going on in this comic? Any questions here?
Uh, I don't understand the last part when the tiger says, and in the public schools, no less.
Okay. Does anybody think they could explain why he says that?
Uh,
Um,
I
okay.
think because in some country there is uh, a lot of talk about religion to be taught in schools. Being taught.
Okay, yeah. So, public school, school is state-run. So, public because it's paid for by taxes. Um, and so, what we're saying here is that in the United States, there's a separation of church and state. Separation of church and state. So state things are not supposed to overlap with church things, and so basically the idea is that you are not supposed to teach religion in public schools because of this separation of church and state. Um, so that's why he's saying call a lawyer. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay. And this idea of math being like little miracles, maybe Alexander, what do you think about that?
About what? Like a miracle?
Yeah, so math being little miracles.
Um, it's like an interesting science because um, you can find it like miracle for you, and you can relate like miracle. Uh, you can relate math like to miracle. I don't know actually.
Fine. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky. So, is it a miracle? Is it not? There's a really interesting YouTube video that's pretty short. I posted it in the chat box. And the question is math a feature of the universe or a feature of human creation? And so it kind of talks about how math is invisible. It says, unlike physics, chemistry, biology, we can't see it, smell it, or even directly observe it in the universe. And so it says that's made a lot of really smart people ask, does it even actually exist? So yeah, so is math a thing, or is it just something that you have to take on faith? Yeah, so it's an interesting little question. But if you want to listen to the video, it's kind of brings up some good points, and it's there in the chat box. Does anybody have any questions on this page before we move on? Any questions or comments? Okay. And if you do end up watching that video and you want to talk to somebody about it, yeah, feel free to send me some messages or something. But let's skip that for now. Can skip that too. And let's start with Cesar. Can you read the title?
Identify the symbol, tell when it is used.
Yeah, identify. Identify.
Identify.
Yeah, identify. And there's something that we kind of do in English as well. We might swallow that T sound, so identify. Identify. So if you want to pronounce it more correctly, identify, most people will say identify. Identify.
Okay.
Can you repeat both of those?
Identify, identify.
Perfect. Well done. So yeah, either work. The second one is probably more common. Identify the symbol when it's used. And what's this first symbol, Cesar?
In English, I don't know. I'm going to guess cross.
Okay, so it would be kind of a cross. That's not what we're talking about here, though. Yeah, maybe Giulietta, what do you think this is?
This is the times.
Yeah, so time symbol or multiplication
Mhm.
symbol. Does that make sense, Cesar?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Cesar, how would you use this in an equation? Can you say an equation that would use this symbol?
Mm, an equation. 3 times white equal 35.
3 times what number?
Okay. 7. No, sorry. I wanted to say an equation with unknown with incognite. I don't know how you say. I wanted to say 3. I'm going to write something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so like an algebraic equation. Um, so in that case, we could even just say 3y. 3y equals 35.
Okay.
And then solve for y. So that's, yeah, a little bit different. Yeah, but that works. 3 times y equals 35. Good. Yeah, really nice job. And where are we? Giulietta, what about the next one? What's this?
Divided by.
Yeah. And by
Symbol.
symbol. And what's another word that we can use instead of it's a divided by symbol?
Division
Yes.
symbol.
A division symbol or division sign. Okay. And can you make an equation with this sign?
4 divided by 2 equals 2.
Yes. Equals.
Equals.
And Theo,
Sorry.
what did you say? I'm sorry.
No, I forgot yes.
Okay, you could also say is. 4 divided by 2 is 2. That's fine. Oh, you forgot the S. All right, yeah. Good correction. Theo, what about the next one?
Yeah. It's the square root. Uh,
Yeah, it's the square root symbol. And can you make an equation using the square root?
uh, uh, Square root 7 plus square root of 8. No, it's, I don't know.
That's a pretty tough one. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, we're in this equation, we're missing an article and a preposition.
So the square root of 7
Hmm
and the square root of 8 again.
Good. Yeah, and I have no idea what the answer to that would be either. Can I say multiplied instead of times? Yes, you can. So 3 multiplied, we'd say multiplied by. You need the preposition there. Does that make sense, Cesar?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. And what's this next one, Alexander?
Um, uh, X, just a second. I remember that. Squared. Exponent squared. Second power. X to the second power.
Teacher, we
X to the
cannot hear
third
you.
power.
Mm.
Oh, sorry, Julieta, did you have a question?
No, I said that we cannot hear you.
Yeah, that was my fault. Sorry. Okay. And yeah, really well done though, Alexander. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right. That was well done. And maybe can you make an equation using this?
Um, 3 times x to the third power.
How'd you finish that equation?
No, without x, that 3 times 2 to the third power equals 11.
Equals 11?
Mm-hmm.
2 times 2 to the third power equals 11. I'm not sure about the math on that. Yeah, does anybody think they... So,
24.
24.
is equals 24?
Oh, yes, 24. I thought about plus.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, okay, so 3 plus 2 to the third power would be, yeah, but good. Okay, and... So, we've got 2 times 2 times 2. Yeah, okay, perfect. And what about the next one, Cesar?
X function.
Yeah, the function of x. So the function of x. These are a little bit tricky. Do you think you can make an equation with this?
Excuse me?
So yeah, this is tricky. Do you think you could make an equation using the function of x?
Okay. The function of x equals 3x plus 2.
Good. Sajad, welcome to class. Sajad, how's it going?
Hello,
How are you?
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm good. Thanks for asking.
Okay, good to hear. And again, welcome to class. Does anybody have any questions on this page? Okay, so I kind of lied in the beginning. We did end up doing quite a bit of math here. Let's go to the next page. Oh, wow. I forgot about this. And let's have Giulietta, can you read this first part?
Clearing all the snow as quick and cheaply as possible requires choosing the most efficient routes, one with no backtracking or scenic routes. And how do you do that? Math, writes Marcus, who in Wired. Math? That
Yeah.
I don't know. Math that's also used to most efficiently deliver mail and pick up trash for city residents.
Nice. Okay. The only small thing I saw was backtracking. Backtracking.
Backtracking.
Yeah, backtracking. Good. I kind of messed that up, but good. Let's go to the next one. Sajad, can you read the next part?
The 18th century mathematician Leonhard Euler proved that one could find a route across all the bridges connecting islands in Königsberg just once without doubling back. But his solution required that every intersection consist of an even number of roads. That sure doesn't apply to Boston, where many roads end in a T or suddenly turn one way.
Good. Nice. Good correction of one way. Maybe mathematician. Mathematician.
Mathematician.
Yeah, so mathematician, you could say it's much more common to say mathematician, a mathematician.
Mathematician.
Good. And Leonard. Leonard. So the name Leonard?
Manner.
Yeah, Leonard Euler. Okay. Theo, can you read the next part?
Yes. So how to most efficiently plot the over 100 of the snow in the city. In the 1962, Chinese mathematician Mei Kuo-Kwan introduced the problem in the general case with both even and odd intersections. He called it the postman problem and proposed a solution, but uh, there are further complications. Priority is given to major arteries. There are multiply snow plows and salt trucks at work, and cities want to avoid having pay overtime wages to the drivers. But if you don't need the perfect solution,
Sorry.
it's just
Let's stop. Sorry, let's stop there. You did a good job. So a couple small things. We're looking at 100 inches. 100 inches.
100 inches. Oh yeah, inches.
Sorry, can you repeat introduced as well? Introduced.
Introduced.
And the postman problem.
Postman problem.
Huh? Further.
Further.
And
Further.
major arteries.
Major arteries.
Yeah, major arteries.
Major arteries.
Good. Multiple.
Multiple.
And snowplows.
Snowplows.
Good. Okay. And I think that was really good. So we are just about out of time. Does anybody have any questions before we finish up? All right. Sorry we didn't get to finish this. I can post it in the chat box. So this is the end of what we read. If you want to copy and paste that. But I've got another class right after this. If you guys want to join, I'd love to have you. But thanks for coming in again, and see you soon, hopefully.
Thanks.
Bye,
Thanks.
guys.